compelling arguments were, and after that, then the B's will tell the A's what their So A's, go ahead and tell the B's what the compelling arguments were.
Since the majority of Democratic nations think the law, the majority in the EU and the United States do not approve same-sex marriage.
Now you're telling the B's what their arguments were.
Clearly based in whatever religious text, the Quran I know, and not the Torah, but the Bible, to the man and woman.
I think they should make an exception. They already have people don't need religious marriage. They probably only want it. They're not going to go to people that shun them.
In the Constitution of the government of the United States. That's like compelling. Constitution, violent constitutional. Yeah,
That's not in the Constitution.
Well, I know that they have like an
I think it is mentioned.
I mean, alright, the thing they said about in the church, how different churches kind of have their own laws, alright, that's the same thing as before with the council. That's what the pressure is. But they shouldn't make it like a general rule that people can't marry gay people in the church.
So now that these guys are going to tell you. Okay, B, if you're ready, go aheed, B. Tell the A's now what their arguments were.
Guys argue that it was discriminating and restricted people's rights, and that
Excuse me.
that once families would be created and like separation of church and state, like be married and then
Oh yeah, I mean, the big sums again.
Property and such as and that shouldn't be restricted only to heterosexual couples. And that it will create, she said, families.
like adoption.
The crucial role in
It just basically goes against, your larger point just basically goes against what our country is built upon, and throwing religion in there, something that you can't take away from someone. Two adults do feel that they are.
All right, did the B's get to tell the A's what they said, their arguments? Okay, great. At this point, we're going to drop roles. You're no longer an A or you're no longer a B. Now you're free to deliberate the topic. You can, at this point, certainly you should be drawing on what you've learned about both arguments, but you can also bring in any of your own personal experiences or feelings. Discuss it for a few minutes, and then remember your goal is to try to reach some decision, some consensus, one aspect of this question the group can agree on. In our democracy, should our government allow for same-sex couples to be married? See what decision you can reach. Go ahead.
I mean, if we were in the Ukraine, it's very orthodox. I know I'm very pro-gay rights, and at the voting, the last vote on the bill in New Jersey, the people who were protesting were, very religious Christians, but also I heard quite interesting that there were a lot of Hasidic Jews there. And so there are a mix of, Christians and people who believe in Islam and, all different religions who are against it. So I think that really isn't a valid argument against marriage.
It's in our Constitution that we will be separating church and state, and
So, you know, it's got to go both ways, and that's how I feel. And I feel that the government is there, you know, to go along with some of the enlightenment thinkers said, the government is only there to protect rights, and that's how I feel about it. And they have to protect all people's rights. It's not fair to just protect.
Sorry, that's really good, but like, the thing with the separation of church and state, no one said that giving same-sex couples the right to legally marry would affect the religious right to marry. Religions can set their own rules about that. It's not even going to offend anyone at all. Give over religious marriage,
That's totally different.
But a legal marriage, it doesn't have anything to do with, like, I don't know, the religious aspect of it. It's just benefits. You're getting benefits, you're defending your wife from something you want. And it's like,
legal marriages are the ones that used to be the church has married.
But it's not fair to not be able to visit your partner in the hospital just because you're not legally married. It's not fair.
if they die without a will, you have no right to their property, to their money, anything.
This comes to like the laws involved with marriages, but I think, well, I do agree with giving the right to marry. I believe that there are some aspects that we need to take into consideration because we can't procreate. Like, if there's two guys, you can't like give them maternity leave or anything because they won't have. I mean, maybe they'll get a kid, so they can take a day off to go get the adopted kid from wherever. But
you can, well, it depends on how old the kid that they're adopting is. And like, I mean, we had the who was the teacher that went on paternity leave?
They have to be like illegal, and they give, I think they give people, even like straight couples who adopt, get some time of maternity leave to spend with their children, at least time off of work. You know, it doesn't have to be forever, but
yeah, I understand, but like it can't be like how long is a maternity leave? It's like
Is it like
that's when you're like birth.
exactly that's my point. If you're not giving birth
Well, you
to anything,
probably shorten it for like adoption. You probably have to call it like adoption.
It's not like a
shorten the time period because you're not recovering from giving birth.
that's my point. I understand.
But you want
It's
some
actually
time to bond
actually a
with
good
your
point, but shouldn't that be set up not on a government level, but on like the actual isn't that where maternity leave comes from?
Well, they were working and they were, I think that's the effective later.
I know.
And
I think it has to be granted
Yeah,
because if someone's pregnant, they shouldn't be working.
Yeah, what do you think about like
I think maternity leave is the law that you need to have it, but I think the terms of
or against your pro constitutional? Yeah. Because religion should be like policy. And what do you think about like an option where nobody can get married and it would be for purely recreational marriage?
well, actually, maternity leave isn't it for like taking care of your kids?
Also, if you were religious, you could get married in church, but then otherwise, then you wouldn't get any
My
married.
teacher, my math teacher last year, she was out of maternity leave. She gets her
Go file for a marriage.
January to
I am getting married too, but legally, even though they're married in the church, you're supposed to file for a marriage license. So that's only, then you can still get it though? Yeah. So like, what if that was an option, where they just,
Then what's
for now, we'll just file for marriage for everybody.
Then what's the well, except people who get married in church?
That would be a marriage, that would
Well,
be
yeah,
still like.
but then what is the ceremony for church and for the religious marriage? Like in a church, is that, what's the ceremony for
Just go and apply for a license,
and then you swear it, and then you're together?
people can go like for like a justice or a judge and get married in the
So then you don't call a marriage if you call a marriage if you call a marriage for church a marriage, what would you call it? Just like that we're married, what would you say?
Well, I mean,
Well, like me and Jack, hypothetically speaking, it's not gonna happen.
that's a good question. I didn't think of that.
Like, what would you call it? Because we're married, we're united there.
You know what it is? It's it's like one of those semantic words that we used to use. Like, we could have called it anything, you know what I mean? But like usually when people think marriage, they think of something that's religious.
No, but like when you go in the Bible Belt, that's